How's it going, everyone? My name is Poppers, and today we're going to be surviving 100 days in hardcore Minecraft with Xray always on. Now, this video is a lot shorter than my usual 100 days videos, but there's very limited things to what you can do with Xray on, so I thought that a shorter video would suit it better. Anyway, if you find yourself enjoying the video at any point, then please consider liking and subscribing. It really means a lot to me, and it really does go a long way. Also, if you're interested in keeping up to date with any videos or behind the scenes things, then join the Discord. There's a lovely little community in there, and I'd love to see you in there. Anyways, on with the video. Alright, so on day one, I had absolutely no idea what to do. Everywhere I looked, there was nothing but ores and water, so I aimlessly walked around punching the air in hopes of finding some wood. And after doing that for a while, I ended up finding some, so I decided to make myself a little platform out of the logs to remember where I was. After that, I saw some sheep up on what I thought was a hill, so I went up and dispatched of them so that I could make a bed. And after taking them out, I did indeed make a bed, and spent the rest of the day getting as much wood as I could, because it seems pretty annoying to get wood in a challenge like this. So on day 2, I finally made myself a stone pickaxe and I got to work on grabbing some ore. After gathering as much iron as my stone pick could take, I stumbled my way back to the surface and started to smelt it all down and make myself some armor and tools. And on day 3, it was time to go and grab myself some diamonds, and that feels really weird to say so early, but anyway, I started digging down to that beautiful blue ore. And after gathering enough diamonds to last me a lifetime, I headed back to the surface to fully deck myself out. On day 4, I realised that my hunger was becoming a problem, and I wanted to start a farm, so I spent half the day just swinging around at nothingness to hopefully find some seeds, and I eventually ended up getting a couple, so I planted the seeds, but I couldn't see them, so I couldn't really tell when they were ready to harvest. The only thing I could see was a little black box outline of the shape of them, which would get bigger over time, so I went off of that, but it was still quite annoying. And I also made a smoker and cooked my mutton that I got earlier. On day 5, after successfully getting a little farm going, I decided to build up the house a bit, because it'd be safer at night, and it'd also be a lot easier to remember where I put all my stuff. So I just spent the entire day building up a little shack. On day 6, I headed out in search of some sugarcane because I really wanted to make a farm of it so that I could have some books for enchanting later down the line. And after grabbing some, I returned home and I planted it in my house. And I also made some doors so that nothing could invade my home without me knowing, alright? I felt a little bit safer with some doors in here. On day 7, I finally added a roof to my house, but I couldn't really see it because X-ray was on, but I promise you there's a roof there, alright? I promise you there's a roof, it's just a little bit X-rayed out at the minute. I spent days 8 to 10 waiting for my wheat to grow in the wheat farm because I wanted a cow farm, but I needed wheat to do that, so I waited for it to grow, and I also put some torches down in my house so no mobs could spawn in there because I realised that it must be pretty dark. Finally, on day 11, I had 4 pieces of wheat, so I went out in search of some cows, because if I were to ever enchant my gear, I needed leather, and I needed a lot of it, so yeah, I went out in search for cows. It took me 5 days to find these things, alright? It took me 5 days to find them. Because when you're moving around and you can't see anything, you're scared of every single step you take. Because any single step forward could have you falling to your death in a ravine or into a big cave. And trees also keep getting in the way and it's really hard to move around. But anyway, on day 16 I found myself some cows and I started the tedious, rocky journey back home. After getting back home on day 17, I made the cow farm and everything was going pretty well for me, and I was quite surprised. On days 18 to 22, I decided that I was going to move my wheat farm outside and make it a little bit bigger, and also, whilst doing that, I bred a few cows in the process. On day 23, I wanted to get some obsidian for a nether portal and an enchantment table, so I headed down to a lava pool and gathered what I needed, and after mining for what felt like an eternity, I headed back up to the surface, ready to build my portal. On day 24, the portal was built, but there was one slight problem. You see, to use it, you actually need to light it, and, well, with X-ray, I can't see gravel, so I had to think of another way to light this bad boy. But no worries, because I had a big brain moment, and remembered that I could use lava to ignite some wooden planks and start a fire and light up the portal. So I headed back down to the lava pool, got myself a bucket of lava, returned to the surface, placed down some wood, placed down the lava, and boom, the portal was lit. On days 25 through to 27, I decided to make myself a lot of stone bricks because I could see them with X-ray on, so they would be extremely useful for me to use in the nether so that I know where I'm going, and if I get attacked by a ghast or something, it wouldn't blow up the area where I'm standing. It was just overall a good idea to make these bricks. On day 28, I headed into nether with my stone bricks in hand, and got to work on securing an area around the portal so that I felt somewhat safe in this awful, awful place. After securing the portal, I decided to make a little pathway just outside the base so that I could expand upon it later and I'd feel a lot safer while moving about. I also discovered that I was in a warped forest biome, which I was extremely happy about because now I didn't have to deal with the little hoglin boys, which were very annoying. I absolutely hate them things. On day 29, I decided to go mining for some netherite, because why not? Now, even though I could see all the chunks of ancient debris and lava, it was still very, very scary because I didn't know what else was around me, whether I was about to fall off the edge of like a land mass in the nether and fall into a lava ocean. I didn't know what was going to happen. Anyway, I ended up with enough netherite to make myself a full set of gear and tools. And I even got enough to make a netherite hoe. Why would I make a netherite hoe, you ask? Well, because I can. Now, on day 30, I realized that I needed gold to make netherite, so I went mining all day to gather as much as I could. And finally, on day 31, I made myself a smithing table, and I got to work upgrading all my diamond gear to netherite. And now, I was feeling pretty good at this point. I mean, who else had netherite on day 30 in a 100 days video, huh? I felt very OP, but I knew if I got cocky, it would end badly, so I still took things very, very carefully. On days 32 through to 36, I started preparing on a big project that would take quite a while to set up. So I went mining to grab as much coal as I could find and start smelting down a lot of stone. Because I wanted to find a village, but I didn't want to get lost or fall in a ravine, so I planned to make a very, very long bridge out into the wilderness in hopes of finding one. Oh, and whilst I was waiting for the stone to smelt, I also tidied up the inside of the house just a little bit. On days 37 to 41, I finally started work on my bridge out to find a village, and I went out a few hundred blocks and everything was going well until I hit what I thought was like a mountain biome or something because a few things kept getting in my way, so I decided to change direction. It wasn't worth the trouble, so I just changed direction and continued out to the right with my bridge. And as I was almost running out of blocks on day 41, I finally saw a little village just out in the distance, and I was really close, so I kept pushing towards it. On day 42, I spent the day in the village, and it seemed like nobody in this place had a job, so I couldn't really trade with them. So now I had to go out of my way to go and make the items that they need to have jobs, and I wanted to get a coal for emerald trade, because coal seems like the easiest thing I can get right now. So I headed home and got to work on making a smithing table to get a toolsmith and a lectern for a librarian. On the morning of day 43, I headed back to the village to start trading. And when I got there, I immediately imprisoned a villager to give me the trades that I wanted. And I accidentally hit one as well, and I was terrified that the iron golem was going to come and kill me. But anyway, after a while of going back and forth with trades, I finally got my coal trade. And almost immediately after, I ended up getting a mending trade too, so I was extremely happy on day 43. Now, for the following 5 days, I just kept getting coal and trading with my toolsmith to get as many emeralds as I could, as well as breeding the cows for leather, so that I could eventually make books for the mending trader. And by the end of this process, I had quite a lot of XP, so that would come in very, very helpful to get the perfect enchants on my gear. Oh, and I also killed the iron golem. Finally, on day 49, I finally had all my emeralds, and I started to get all the books that I needed, and I also made another librarian to trade me feather falling, because I thought that it would be very useful in a challenge like this, and oh boy, was I right about that. But anyway, after getting all my books, I started the journey back home, and well, this happened. Yeah, you know what I was just saying about feather falling? Well, it's a good thing I picked it up, because this really, really scared me. Like, half a heart, that's, woof, I did not like that. So I very slowly, very carefully walked the rest of the way home. On day 50, it was time to enchant my gear, so I made an enchantment table and set it up just underneath my house. But when it came time to enchant my first item, I realized that I was missing 2 bookshelves, so I just quickly grabbed the materials and made them. After getting the bookshelves, I finally put some high-level enchants on my armor and some lower-level ones on my tools, because I just didn't have enough XP. But anyway, I went back upstairs to the anvil, and I put feather falling on my boots and mending on all my armor. And now we were looking pretty good. Hopefully, I don't end up on half a heart or less from falling off a bridge again, because that was very scary. On day 51, I decided to head down to the mine shaft underneath my house to check if there was any chests, and if there were, if they had anything useful in them. And well, I'll just break it to you, there wasn't, and I completely wasted my time down here. On days 52 to 55, I made a load more stone bricks because I thought I saw a mob spawner on the way over to the village, and I wanted to see if I could make any use of it, especially if it was a skelly spawner. On days 56 to 60, I headed back over near the village to the mob spawner, and once I got there, I started bridging over and noticed it was a zombie spawner. So I dug my way down there and tried to get into the chests, but then a creeper blew up. Luckily, it didn't break the spawner, but then I fell down into the pit of zombies, and in a moment of pure panic, I broke the spawner. And I was really upset about this because I really wanted an XP farm, but now this spawn is absolutely useless, so I decided to head to the village and spend the rest of the night there. Okay, so on days 61 to 70, I decided to make a villager breeder because I was running quite low on them. I don't know what happened to them, and I also wanted a fortune trade, so I gathered all the things I would need and set it up. And while I was waiting for them to breed, I decided to go mining for some more coal so that I could trade for more emeralds, because I realized that I might as well get rich while I'm here. And after 9 days of this, I finally managed to get a villager to trade me fortune. And, well, it wasn't even a villager from my breeder. It was just some random villager walking about who had trapped himself in a house. So I just put a lectern down in there, and well, I got my fortune trade, and then I headed home to start work on an absolutely ridiculous project that I've been planning. So on days 71 to 75, I put fortune on my pickaxe, and I went mining for as many diamonds as I could find, because this project was going to take a lot of them. And on day 76, I made my first diamond blocks and started work on the project. Now, by day 83, my work was done, and let me tell you, this thing is beautiful, let me tell you. Alright, it's a solid diamond block. And what's inside, I hear you ask? Well, chests, but not just any chests. Chests full of over 1,000 diamond hose. That's right, the single most pointless thing to do with diamonds except throwing them in the lava. And I did it. Why? Well, I don't know. I really don't know. But I was never going to struggle with farming at any point in this world. So, yeah, we got over 1,000 diamond hose now. This is what I've done for the past, like, 10 days. And I don't know why I did it. But it looks alright, I guess. It's just an absolute waste of time. Oh, I'm never going to get my life back after this. Okay, let's move past my insanity for the past 10 days. And on day 84, I decided to head back into the nether because I really didn't spend that much time in there. And I wanted to explore it a bit more and maybe find a fortress or a bastion. And I actually ended up finding a bastion, so that was pretty cool. It had a couple chests, but not really much interesting inside them, so I killed the brutes with lava buckets and looted it all up. And after being kind of underwhelmed by the loot, I headed back home. On days 85 to 88, I spent most of this time making my area a little bit tidier and cleaning up some stuff around my home. Alrighty, so on days 89 to 95, I started a massive bridge out in the opposite direction to see if I could find anything else interesting. So, I bridged and bridged and bridged, but found nothing, and realized that these days are coming to an end really soon, and I don't want to be bridging for the last days. So I decided to check out this little beach if there was any hidden treasure in there, but there wasn't, so I just headed back home very disappointed from this journey. On day 96, I headed back over to the village because I knew I had a pumpkin or two in my little storage chest over there, so I went and grabbed those and returned home because I wanted to make some iron golems to go around my house. And, I mean, look at these boys. Nobody's going to mess with me now. I tell you that much now. They're going to keep me real safe. Now, on day 97, I must have forgot to write something down because it's just absolutely blank here. I have absolutely no notes. So, let's just say that I slept all day. Alright? Let's just say that I slept all day. On days 88 to 99, I decided to chill and decorate the inside of my house a little bit with some paintings and lanterns. And I also made some glass finally and put in some windows instead of these weird looking fences I've had this entire time. And finally, on day 100, it was time for me to see the world for the very first time. Alright, we're going to be removing Xray in 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh! This isn't what I was expecting. I knew we were in a spruce biome, but to be fair, I don't really know what I was expecting. Yeah, there was no reason for me to be this secure, but I guess I can't see anything, so... Wow! Okay. This is really strange. This is really cool, actually. This is... What? Hey, the house doesn't look too terrible now. Come on. The roof doesn't look great, but... The inside's not that bad. Come on now. The windows were a nice touch. I'm glad I added them. I guess we can head to the village first. Yeah. Alright, let's head to the village. And we'll see to the actual scale of what I pathed over. Oh my god. Okay, so it really wasn't deadly at all walking to this village. It's so weird seeing this world like this because you see how cautious I was. I mean, I understand that the bridge was actually quite a good idea so I could remember where I came from and not possibly fall into a ravine, but still. Ah, so this is where I ended up hitting a little mountain thing. It started annoying me, so I turned off and veered to the right. Damn, this is... this is pretty cool. This is actually really cool. The mob spawner's on this way as well, so we'll go check that out and see how much danger I was actually in and why I panicked as much as I did when I went down there. I don't know why I did. I didn't want to die, alright? I didn't want to die, I didn't know where I was, I couldn't see what I stood on. I just panicked, alright? Leave me alone. I'm curious what biome the village is in, because I've really got no idea. Okay, so here's the mob spawner, just over here, and just over there is where I fell off, so let's go take a look at this spawner and see exactly what's going off down here, you know? Hello? Oh, I really wasn't in any danger. What is this? What? What a weird, like, cave area. What Christ is this? This is actually a pretty cool spawner. You got a little entrance right here. We have the chests. Oh my god, I was in barely any danger. Well, I guess that's, you know, that's just par for the course, I guess. Let's head over to where I fell off and actually see how tall the drop was, because it pulled me to half a heart. Oh my god, okay, yeah, so this was a decent fall, like, all the way down there. And I think I fell on, like, the lowest bit as well, yeah. Oh my god. Could I have died from this? Like, if I'd have jumped off, maybe? Or if I guess if I'd landed over there, but I doubt I would have, that would have killed me. Damn. Alright. Let's go see the village and the villager breeder and everything. I feel like I did a pretty good job considering the circumstances. Oh, but maybe not, alright? Maybe not. Alright, let's have a look what this looks like. So the farm's not too bad. There's some pumpkins right there. Oh. I'll take that. Jack-o'-lantern? Wait, what? They can just spawn naturally? I'll take the pumpkins. My boy Iron Golem down there. My trading window's right here. The lecterns and stuff in there. How are the villagers doing? Hey, look at this. Hey, this ain't bad. This ain't bad for not knowing what I'm doing. Or at least not being able to see what I'm doing. This is not bad at all. I guess we'll go to sleep and then I'll check what biome we're in. Alright, villagers, you've served me well, but I must leave you once again. We're in a spruce biome. Surprise, surprise. And then this leads down to my feather falling boy? Or is it fortune boy? There he is. Alright. This is not bad at all. I was so cautious about this little area because I thought there could have been like a ravine or something down here. This is my strip mines, definitely legitimate no X-ray for the coal and the iron I was trading with the villagers. Matter of fact, I think there might be some iron in the furnace inside, but I can't be bothered getting it. Alright, let's head back home and we'll check out the nether. This just feels like such a peaceful world when it's not like just pure X-ray. I mean, just look at this area right here, yeah? And then we go into X-ray and it's just gone. Like it's terrifying like this. Anyway, let's go to the nether. You know, I really don't think our little area looks too bad, to be fair. It looks alright. We've got a little flowers down there. It looks alright. It looks alright with what we had to work with, okay? And this is the best thing I've ever built. Honest to God, it took a while, but it's so worth it because there's absolutely no point to any of it. It's the best thing I've ever built. Right, let's head into the nether because I was terrified going into the nether at first because I didn't want to just fall in lava. So let's see how safe we actually were. Okay, so for the windows I used netherrack because I could see through it with X-ray on, but obviously I can't without it. Down here is where I went and got all my netherite, not ancient debris, should I say. Do I have my gold booties? Do I have any gold on me? No, I don't. Alright, well, if there's any piglins, we'll fight them. Alright, this was an extremely safe spawn. I think, at least. What about this side? This side any better? We were near a basalt delta, but this was a very safe spawn considering what could have been. I guess let's go check out over here. I really didn't need to be that cautious with this path, but I don't know. I didn't want to take any chances in the nether. But I was right. We are in a warped forest. Very easy to guess that, considering everything I broke was blue, and I got the blue wood. Let's see how spooky it is out here, because I know that there was a big drop somewhere. Oh, this was the big drop. Okay. It really wasn't that big a drop. And the Bastion. Now, I'd have never seen the Bastion otherwise, because it was literally, it's like in the wall. So yeah, I could have never seen it any other time. Also, this is weird. I was so cautious about everything, dude. Look at this. It's just netherrack, bro. Yeah, and here's the Bastion. I'd have never seen it, because I'd have never come this way. So this is... Damn. Alright. Obviously, the inside of the Bastion I can actually see because I can see Blackstone, so that's the same. Damn, dude. This is so weird. I can't get over it. I was terrified of this drop right here, though, because it looks so big with Xray on. Because I don't know where just leads straight down. Like, right there's no ore or anything. That could just be a giant pit to lava. That could, you know, I don't know. Very scary. Very, very scary. I guess we can head back and check out the mine real quick. We'll have a little look around the mine. We're not going to be able to explore it all because there's so many tunnels and stuff down there. It's ridiculous. But we'll have a quick look at the mine, and then we'll take a look at the other bridge and see if there was anything that I missed while having Xray on that I couldn't see. So I think this is the area I used for coal to, to go grab a load of coal. This was it. Then further down was obviously my diamond and iron and gold area. This is actually ridiculous. Let's go check out the thing we saw over here. Was it the lava pool? Yeah. We'll check out how safe the lava pool was, whether it was leading into a cave or what. No, it was a very enclosed lava pool. Alright. Well, that's not too bad. We're pretty safe in this world overall. Any cave anywhere around? This is so strange, dude. Oh, and this is the mine shaft. Alright, we can finally take a look at the mine shaft. Forgot about this. So I didn't come in here long because I didn't want to... I didn't think there'd be anything useful in here for me. And also, I didn't want to deal with cave spiders. So, let's have a little quick look around in here. See if we did miss anything. I did come down to have a proper look, but the chests didn't really have much in them. Yeah, it's just a standard run-of-the-mill mine shaft, you know? Nothing too different. It's strange seeing it actually be a thing, though. Is this my way back up? No? Oh, I think I towered back up? I don't know. We'll go to the way out, and we'll see what lies below. I'm pretty sure this was my my diamond mine down here. Yeah, this was definitely my diamond mine. Yeah, it just zigs and zags all over. Damn, what's lower than this then? I didn't really get much down at bedrock, did I? I don't think I did. No, is this my diamond mine? Alright, I guess let's return home. And we'll go check out the other bridge, because the other bridge is extremely long compared to the other one. So we might have to change game modes to get through it quickly. I don't want to do this at night, so let's just go have a little look, see at how big the scale of this bridge actually is. There's a ruined portal down there. Let's see if we missed out on any moderately okay / decent loot. Have a look. Projectile protection, looting 2, which would have been nice. 2 golden apples and sweeping edge 2. All right, not too terrible of a loss. Yeah, I came out pretty far and I didn't really find anything, and I noticed that there was an ocean over there, so I just kind of veered off this way for the rest of it. And this is, I mean, just look at this thing. It's so vast. It just keeps going and going and going and going. I decided that it'd be easier if I just made it on the ground, because then I could walk a certain distance. Added a load of ladders there. This is the swamp area. Ah, yes, the swamp. Gotta love a good swamp. Dark oak through here. I mean, so far this way's been very uneventful. There's not really been much. What we'll do when we get to the end of this tunnel, we will we'll go and see. Oh, this is where I went for the sand. When we get to the end of the tunnel, we'll go forward a bit and see what we would have found if we'd have kept going. I think this is the end right here, isn't it? No, it keeps going. Are you kidding me? Okay, so about maybe 200 blocks more, we'd have found a shipwreck and a giant ocean, which I would not have crossed. There seems to be a lot of swamp and dark oak around here. And a woodland mansion. I would have found a woodland mansion if I kept going. 500 or 600 more blocks to get to this thing. Are you kidding me? We could have got totems. Then I'd have been a lot less scared about my life. Well, I guess that's just how it is sometimes, you know? I guess it's just how it is. Well, you know, this has been quite the experience. You know, it's been It's been quite strange. I thought I'd get a lot more done considering I have Xray on, but it's actually really hard. And I would really suggest doing this if you're interested in a decent challenge. I'd suggest trying this because this is, you're constantly scared that you're gonna just fall to your death or there's gonna be a block you misplace and dead. All right, dead. So yeah, this has been really hard, but it's been quite fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite fun. So it's been nice seeing the world. But we've survived our 100 days now, so let's call it a day. As always, I do really appreciate you watching. If you found yourself enjoying the video at any point, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and it goes a really long way. Also, if you're interested, like I said at the beginning of this video, the Discord link will be in the description below and up on the screen now. If you want to stay up to date with anything behind the scenes or just join a lovely little community, then the Discord is open for you to join. Anyways, adios from me. Stay safe till next time, and I'll see you in the next video.